Hello everyone, this is Dr. Lee. I'm a sociologist trained at Loughborough University, one of UK's top universities. I'm now teaching social sciences at an international school in Shenzhen. It's an honor for me to join your Humanities Week and to give you a lecture on my expertise, which is religion, a very fascinating topic. The title of my lecture is Researching Religion, a Sociologist's Experience. I have been researching religion over the past 5 years and have published academic articles on it. In my lecture, I will be talking about religion from a sociological perspective, and I will be sharing with you some of my experience as a social science researcher. Hopefully, this lecture can inspire some of you to conduct fascinating empirical research projects of your own in the future. See you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm SCIE from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. I major in marketing and communications, and I minor in philosophy. You can call me Anthea as well. So as you can see, I am currently in a hotel right now because I'm preparing for my IELTS exam. But I'm very glad that I am invited. And if you're interested, I will be talking about what I discovered in terms of the image of women. So I will share with you mostly the history of the image of women, what are the forces and influences behind such an image. And also I'm particularly interested in two different time periods, I would say. Well, the first is the image of the modern girl, which actually emerged during the 1920s. And another time period I'm interested in is the current days. So in this part, I will incorporate some knowledge that I learned from marketing as well. And I hope that, my sharing could inspire your thinking in terms of the image of women, so that whenever you see, women pictured on social media or on advertisements, you can have a different way of thinking. And also, I am more than happy to discuss with you, what are some of your opinions and observations in terms of the image of women, and maybe even what your friends are talking about in terms of, what women should be like nowadays. And also, if you have any questions about, whether it's choosing majors or any other, random questions, feel free to ask me afterwards. And I'm very excited and looking forward to see you all. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Zhang Jialin. It's very nice that I get a chance to share my research with you. I just graduated from the Chinese University of Hong Kong in Shenzhen. I majored in marketing, but I decided to do a master's degree in anthropology in the Chinese University of Hong Kong. I was Dr. Li Xueshi, Emma's student, and I took her sociology of food, and I gained my interest in food studies from that course. So one of the research I did back in 2019 was research on the food deliverers. Every day now, you can see food delivery person on the street and on campus and everywhere in your life. And I think in big cities like Shenzhen in China, we got a chance to use one of the food delivery services. Well, that means you have the chance to meet one of the food delivery persons. Have you ever thought, like, where do they live? Where do they come from? And what's their working condition? And how's their work process? And why did they start their job? I'm very curious about these questions, so I decided to do a research on them. And I did my research using the ethnographic method, which means I should go into the research field and work or live with my observations. So I became a food delivery person by myself. Like, you can see the gear, and here's the lunchbox I used back then, and it's very interesting to work as one of them, because first you know that many things more than your imagination as a customer. One of the imagination of the food delivery service customer about the food delivery person is that they simply just grab the food and follow the navigation, and then they can deliver the food too. But in fact, there are many other things during this process the food delivery person should do, like learn the route. Like sometimes the navigation just doesn't work, and it also has something to do with the big data and artificial intelligence, because they are planning the route from the restaurant to you. And other things like after you arrive at the destination, how could you get in the campus, like the university or like the school or the garden? You have to get along with the security guard. That's more than a big data or artificial intelligence can do. The technology can only help you with the navigation, but you still have to work a way out about getting inside of their destination. And this is one of the interesting thing I found. But the most interesting I found during my research process is the motivation they become a food delivery person. Most of them claim that this job gives them freedom, because comparing to their past job, like in the factory, work as a worker, they found this job don't have any working hours limit. They can start their job anytime they want. I found this mention of freedom very interesting. And I also found that the food delivery companies are using this freedom to promote their recruitment. So this is the thing I'm going to share with you, and you're all welcome.
I invited 4 excellent sociology students in my year group, and we are going to share some of our research experiences. So let's start with Kathy. Could you please tell us something about your research topic?
So my research topic is the gender roles active in China. So specifically, me and my partner Liliana has explored 2 specific questions. First, how does the social environment in China affect the egalitarian and traditional gender roles views? And secondly, we also explore if there are any correlations between the educational level and the gender roles activities. And I also heard that Annie has explored a very interesting topic about gig economy, right?
Yeah, my topic is about takeaway workers in China, and I was really interested in what the work of these takeaway workers was like and why they choose to enter this industry. Does the nature of these instability work means that they are potentially exploited, and how this instability impacts their private life and family life? What about you, Lucy?
So I've done a research topic about culture and class. My research topic is what is the middle class generation's view of popular culture. So I played some 5 extracts of different music from different genres and different periods, including Chinese and Western music, and absolute and program music for both classical music and popular music. And the findings is that the class does contribute to some differences in culture, but it is not significant. What about you, Kathy?
During my Christmas break, I conducted a kind of like ethnographic research in Sichuan Luhu about the culture of Mosul people living in that specific area. And it was not a topic-oriented project from the very beginning. And so I was able to explore freely in Luhu Lake. And I have some interesting findings to share with you. How about your research?
So my research topic is about the impact of social capital on academic learning in SCIE. So social capital is actually a quite theoretical and academic concept, but by definition, it is quite simple to understand. It means the interactions and relationships built between different groups of people, such as the relationships between students and relationships between students and teachers. So we want to figure out how these relationships built in school have an impact on, for example, the academic performance or the long-term academic learning and our students' academic career.
So how about Ishan? I heard you've done something related to consumerism.
Our desire is manufactured by international corporates. And this did not happen in China until about 20 years ago. The changes that happened to our society in the recent 40 years are much greater than the changes that happened in the past 2,000 years. If this goes on like that, we'll forget all about the identities and traditions that we used to celebrate, and instead, we'll just turn to chase for meaningless pleasures without any context. That's all.
So if you want to know more details, please feel free to ask questions, and we are going to present our works in front of the Volleyball Courtyard. So see you later. Bye bye.
See you.